Malkin's moments. I have some great Malkin's moments, so I want to start off right away with Ash Barty, who won the 2022 Australian Open and was her third Grand Slam. As I mentioned, it ended a 44-year drought of becoming the first Australian woman to win the Open singles title since 1978, but she joined exclusive company, joining Serena Williams as the only active player to have won at least 3 different majors in the season-ending WTA finals. In fact, she's in a group of 5, including Serena and the big 3 of the men's side, Djokovic, Federer, and Nadal, as the only active players to have won a major, a title on all 3 on 3 surfaces. And her 30 games that she conceded, that's all she conceded, was 30 games en route to winning the Australian Open, is the fewest since Steffi Graf did it 33 years ago. So major shout out to Ash Barty, fantastic. And her 2 companions from Australia, Nick Kyrgios and Thanasi Kokkinakis, won the Australian Open men's doubles title. They won 7-5, 6-4 over Matt Ebden and Max Purcell on Saturday. And what's impressive, these 2 individuals, obviously both natives of Australia, they've been longtime friends. They became the first home ground pairing to win the men's double title in Australia since Todd Woodbridge and Mark Woodford, aka the Woodies, did it in 1997. That was the year that I was born. This was only their 4th Grand Slam event as a team. So they haven't played in that many professional tournaments together, although I will say they won the Wimbledon boys doubles title about 9 years ago. People forget Nick Kyrgios is only like 26 years old, so he's still a young guy. And they conceded only 2 sets in 6 matches. That included wins over the number 1 and number 3 seeds as well. And it was the first all-Australian men's double final at the Australian Open since 1980. That was when Mark Edmondson and Kim Warwick beat Peter McNamara and Paul McNamee to win that doubles title in 1980. So it's been a long time, 42 years. Transitioning to the NFL, the Cincinnati Bengals won the AFC Championship and advanced to the Super Bowl for the first time since the 1988-1989 season. They beat the Chiefs 27-24 in overtime at Arrowhead. Joe Burrow was fantastic. He became the Bengals quarterback became the first ever number 1 pick to start in a Super Bowl in his first 2 seasons at the helm. And Cincinnati's comeback, listen, they trailed 21-3. So this was an 18-point comeback, is tied for the largest ever of a comeback in a title game during the Super Bowl era. The 2006 Indianapolis Colts rallied from 18 points down to win the AFC title game against the New England Patriots and Tom Brady. And per Elias Sports Bureau research, the Bengals are the 3rd team, just the 3rd team to go from worst to first in a 3-season span. The 1981 49ers were one of those squads. They ended up going on to beat the Bengals in one of those Super Bowls. I believe it was Super Bowl 36, if I am not mistaken. And finally, last 2, Rafael Nadal won his record-setting 21st Grand Slam, his 2nd Australian Open. Just a tremendous career. And for Nadal, this is just the 4th time in his career and the first time since 2007 that he has rallied from a 2 sets down situation to win a best-of-5 match. It's the first time it's happened at the Australian Open final since 1965. Since 1965, I believe that's when Rod Laver did that in 1965. And finally, last one, the Rams, they reached the Super Bowl after finally beating the San Francisco 49ers 20-17. It's the 5th time in franchise history that they've won, and it's the first time in the Sean McVay era that the Rams have been able to come back from a 10-point plus lead entering the 4th quarter to win the game. They were 0-14 prior to that under Sean McVay. That included 0-4 this season. And Stafford now becomes just the 7th quarterback to start a Super Bowl in his first season with the team. He'll join Brady, who did it in 2020 with the Bucs, and Trent So sorry, not the seventh, the third quarterback, and Trent Dilfer in 2000 with the Baltimore Ravens as the only other three to accomplish just that. That's all the time that I got for you today. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Morning Joe every single Monday and Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 to 11 Central, and 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube page, Morning Joe, J-O, with Jonah Malkin on YouTube. Jonah Malkin or at morning_Joe_ on Twitter, JMalk97 on Instagram, and Jonah Malkin on TikTok. Thank you so much. And as always, have a lovely rest of your morning.